In this video, we are going to talk about how important it is to not compare yourself, your story, to other people's stories. We're also going to talk about how to own your story and how important it is for your own sanity and your own fulfillment in your life that you own your truth and your story without comparing it to somebody else. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? My name's Essihos. I'm the host of Universtiy of Adversity podcast and the best-selling book, Mastering Adversity. Today, I want to talk about the importance of comparison and how it literally is taking over our world right now. We have these devices that we look at. We see these people doing things that may appear to be better than what we're doing, or more advanced, or more successful. You get what I mean, right? It's so easy to get caught in that rabbit hole and go down that rabbit hole of thinking that you haven't done enough, or that somebody else has done more, or somebody else has it more figured out, and it immediately deflates you. Have you ever been on social media where you're on there and you start watching people, you start hearing their opinions, and all of a sudden you feel deflated? I know I have. I've literally had to disconnect from all social media. I've deleted the app so many times because I can feel myself falling into that. You know, with me and the work that I do, creating videos like this, having a podcast, being an author, speaking, all of that, there's like a constant level or a bar that of people that have achieved what I want that I compare myself to. It's normal. When I first started, it was a lot worse because I thought if I don't hit these things at the right rate that my expectations expects, then I'm a failure. But what I've come to realize is that a lot of these people that we see have had to go through a lot of different things, their own unique story, their own unique failures and setbacks to get to the point of where they are, and then to get to the point of what we see. And that's usually just the tip of the iceberg, right? We see them successful. We see them with all this content, they have it all figured out. Well, there was probably a lot that they don't have figured out. And I'm willing to bet that if you peel back the layers and uncover more at the human level, you'll find out that they are struggling with something as well. That is my main lesson for this video today. Is for me, after interviewing over 400 people and connecting with hundreds and hundreds working in the bar and restaurant industry as well, there's always this facade that people have. They have this, I have it all figured out. As soon as you chip away at that, directly or indirectly, and that crumbles, you start to learn as to like what is actually going on. And they may be failing in their relationship, but are super successful in business. They may be super successful in their physical fitness, but they're failing in their business. You get what I mean? Like most times, there's always something that they're struggling with, right? It's really important for you, for me, to own our stories. Everything is unique about us. From the day we came out of our mom's womb to how we got here. Every single person has a different journey. Isn't it incredible when you think about it? We get lost in this world of how to do things properly and how things should be done, when really it's about I think the real reason is to understand our own journey and to appreciate our journey and to realize the journey is the destination, right? Because if we get lost in where we're going to be, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up with people that you see as the elite or the person you strive to be, we don't get there, then we feel like it was a failure. But really what we learn along the way, the people we meet, the ups and downs along the way, that's what it is. That's the beauty. So what you have up until this point is a beautiful, messy story. We all have it, and that's okay. And what I've realized is when we can go and understand that, get to know it, and do the work that we find doing the things that are holding us back and healing the part of us that may be holding us back or clouding our judgment or clouding our our unique lens, when we start to work on those things, then our perspective starts to change. And we'll talk about more of that in another video. But what I'm saying is that no matter where you're at right now in your journey, whether you've won, whether you've lost, whether you've been up, whether you've been down, it's all good. You're here now. And I want to give you the permission to just own your story. Your truth is all that matters. The rest is all noise. And the more I start to realize that, the more I start to cut out the noise of the comparison and start to realize, okay, I know my skills, I know my weaknesses. I'm going to double down on the things that I love to do, the things that light me up. I'm going to do those things and I'm going to do my best to create a lifestyle around those things so that I can create this long-term fulfillment. But it has to come from you. It's great to use comparison like on social media or podcasts as a benchmark to see what's possible. Is like to learn. It's great to learn about health and fitness, mindset, um, you know, resilience, spirituality, whatever it is. It's great to learn, but then you have to go, great, okay, that's theirs. I know what's possible, but I'm unique and I own my own story, my own truth. And what I have done up until this point is different than anybody else. So what I may have figured out, the most successful person in business may be scared of that and struggling with that, right? You have to understand that you have power in your story. You have that truth that somebody that appears to be successful may not have. So just because somebody appears to be successful in a couple areas doesn't mean they are everywhere. And you see this on social media. People make videos about all these kinds of things and they pretend to be experts in all these things. There's a layer to them that's usually BS. There's a lot of facades, and I believe the louder people are at speaking out on how good they are at something, that like aggressive nature, I believe there's actually a weakness hidden beneath that. So don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. It's just perception. Social media, we can get caught up in thinking what we see is true. Maybe for, something, but not all things. So just understand that, right? My goal is to help you get your power back. That's really why I do what I do is I see people with these gifts. And I've had to realize this within myself that it's my duty to utilize the gifts that I've been given from God, from Spirit, the best that I can, and build those and to be able to show up in this world to make a difference. And I want to help you see what you have, regain your power, unlock your warrior, and to be able to own your story and truth and to stop comparing yourself to other people, right? Remember, your unique story is your unique story. That's it. If you want to get better at sales, get better at sales. Follow that sales expert. Learn, grow, marketing, all that stuff. I'm not an expert at all that stuff, but here's what I am an expert in. I'm an expert in self-awareness, and I'm an expert in understanding myself. And I want to master myself, my behaviors, how I show up, what allows me to be optimized fully in all areas of my life. That's what I want to help people with, like you watching this, is that whatever it is you do, you got something special. So just remember that. Use these people on social media, someone like myself or anybody that you may think I have it all figured out and I don't. I don't. Nobody does. That's the beautiful dance of life. Realize that as soon as you understand that, as soon as I realize after interviewing hundreds of people, how do you overcome adversity? How do you do these things? Blah, blah, blah. What's the hardest thing you've ever been through? All that stuff. I always, once you peel the layer of the onion, you peel it down, you chip through that facade, you realize, there's a scared little boy or a scared little girl that is still struggling with something, right? There's always layers deeper than what we. So my message for you today is own your story, own it, love it, learn from others, but stop comparing your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 15. It's a waste of time. It's only going to lead you in this hamster wheel of constant anxiety, depression about not doing enough and not being enough. All right. If you guys like this video and you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell to stay notified. And also let me know if I missed something. I want to hear your comments down below. Did you like this video? Did you hate it? I don't care. All comments are welcomed. I'm not perfect. Neither are you, but we're here to do this together. So let me hear. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.